Hello everyone. Under normal circumstances, this would be graduation week at the University of Aberdeen for summer 2021. We'd all be wearing our gowns and caps, and you'd walk across the stage for me to doff you on the head to mark the fact that this is your special day. You've achieved your degree, and we'd all be celebrating your success. Of course, under the current circumstances, it's still not possible to have our graduation ceremonies in the normal way. But we all still have a right to celebrate what our students have achieved. In fact, your achievement under these extraordinary circumstances is especially praiseworthy. All our students have shown amazing resilience and perseverance, despite these difficulties, to achieve outstanding academic success. So today I'm delighted to congratulate you on that success. The whole university community is very proud of the academic qualification that you've gained. We're planning to celebrate your achievements in person when circumstances allow, so we hope to see you again with your friends and family in Aberdeen. Thank you for all the work you've done and all the contributions that you've made while you've been a student here with us at the university. A very big well done from all of us here.
On behalf of all University of Aberdeen graduates around the world, a very warm welcome to you, the extraordinary class of 2021, to the global alumni family. I can only imagine how challenging it has been for you to finish your studies and graduate in the midst of a global pandemic. But I want you to know just how proud the Aberdeen alumni family is of you and how excited we are to see what you will go on to achieve. Now that you're a member of the alumni family, I encourage you to stay in touch with the university, take advantage of the benefits, the enormous benefits that being an Aberdeen alumni brings you. Make sure you are signed up to the email list, connected on social media, and get involved with any local groups or chapters in your area. This is a lifelong network that will serve you well in the years to come. Finally, on behalf of all our fellow Aberdeen alumni, I want to say a huge congratulations. Well done. To complete your studies and graduate under such challenging circumstances is an incredible achievement, and you should be very proud indeed. I'm sure you will be celebrating with friends and family to the extent that you can, and rightly so. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Hello, my name is Greg Gordon and I'm the head of the School of Law. Building on the words that you've already heard from the Principal, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to this online graduation ceremony. I so wish that we could be having graduation in the usual circumstances, but more than a year into the pandemic, that is still sadly not possible. Still, it is nice to get out on day release and emerge blinking into the light from the shed at the end of my garden that has been my workspace for the last 15 months or so. Filming this address being a reasonable excuse to be on campus, I've been back in my office for the first time in months. It was pleasing to see that I had remembered to shut the window and that it hasn't been colonised by seagulls. I've also had my first unnecessarily strong coffee from Kilau in months, and I've been into the Altoon Cafe and got both a buttery and some cheek from the assistants behind the counter. In these small things are memories of how things were, and hopefully how they will be again. I hope that seeing this very familiar environment is giving you warm memories of your time in Aberdeen. Academic year 2020 to 21 has undoubtedly been a year that has called upon us all to adjust in the face of rapidly changing circumstances. and a year that has really tested the depths of all of our reserves and resilience. But while those reserves may have been tested, they have not been found wanting. We are always proud of our graduates, but never more so than this year. We are proud of your hard work, proud of the high academic standards that you have achieved, and proud too of the understanding and, more than anything, the perseverance that you have shown in this strange and unsettling time. You graduate at a very particular moment in history. This has been a time of unprecedented restriction on individual liberty as we combat and hopefully start to really kick back against the virus. But of course, COVID-19 is by no means the only challenge that the world faces. We live in a time of political, social, economic and ecological upheaval and change. Daunting as that sometimes is, it is inspiring and galvanising too. No one should doubt the part that law, or those who have trained as lawyers, can play in these times. Major political questions about how and by whom we are governed are resolved by legislation and by the courts ruling on the limits of the government's powers, while geopolitical disputes are resolved via international law. Public health emergencies involve the law. Emergency legislation is needed to restrict our usual liberties, closing businesses down and limiting travel. Vaccines may be developed by scientists, but legal and regulatory frameworks are needed to ensure their safe administration. Contracts help secure their supply chain. Intellectual property law helps to secure the economic value of the invention, with all of the consequences, good and bad, that flow from that. And the fitness for purpose of employment law, commercial law and consumer law come into sharp focus in times of crisis. Law needs to play its role in mitigating the strains imposed by the crisis and shepherding in a sustainable economic recovery. Social upheaval, too, inevitably involves the clamour for justice. Capturing a raw claim for what is right and translating it into a system of rights that can be vindicated and legally enforced is of the very essence of law. At its best, this is what law provides, an ever-reflecting, ever-correcting framework, striving to facilitate the better provision of justice. And yet by now, we all know enough about law and society to know that law doesn't always work like that. Because law is also a system of authority, and it can very quickly and easily corrupt into a vehicle for repression and injustice. What kind of lawyer do you want to be? It's a question that we all get asked when we express an interest in studying law, whether by families or friends at parties, and we tend to answer by reference to one or more of the different subject areas that make the law up: criminal, commercial, family, human rights. Law is a broad church, so the list can go on and on. What kind of lawyer do you want to be? It's a question that speaks of a presumption that all law students will want to go on to be qualified lawyers, which of course is not true. Many of you will be looking forward now to careers in other areas, or following new careers in law and technology that were unheard of at the time that I graduated. But whatever kind of lawyer you want to be, or if you don't want to be a lawyer at all, you will carry with you the skills, knowledge and attitudes that you have learned in your time here. And first amongst those are the abilities to persuade and to analyse. Those skills are precious and powerful. Use them wisely and use them well, whether in the court or the boardroom, on the shop floor, in the halls of government, and wherever under the sun you may be. Try to be a servant of justice, committed to winning arguments through commitment to truth and the force of reason, not bluff and bluster. Play your role in the drama of life as it unfolds around you. Play it well. For now, take time today to really take stock of all that you have achieved so far, to acknowledge your success and to enjoy it and to celebrate it, because this is your day. Enjoy it, relish it. You deserve it. Well done.
Doctor of Philosophy, Aaron E.G. Tung. Master of Arts, Honours Degrees, Legal Studies, Politics, Edmund Ovid, Octavian Nelson. Lauren Jennifer Ray. Legal Studies Psychology, Mathilde Armadine. Jennifer Alves Krog. Master of Laws, Business Law and Sustainable Development, Golzena Umrzakova, Criminal Justice and Human Rights, Pakanit Tanamjit, Dispute Resolution, Sharafaldin bin Nafisa, Rian Story. Energy and Environmental Law, Gul Mohammed Khan Afghani. International Commercial Law, Zoraida Alberola Garcia, Zehan Wu. International Commercial Law with Professional Skills, Ivy Wanjira Yuguna. International Trade Law, Felicia Anita Gray. Diploma in Professional Legal Practice, Declan James David Addison, Hannah Addison, Jenna Alexander, Megan Anderson, Stuart Anderson, Natalie Elena Archena, Anye Balminarit, Lauren Catherine Bell, Robin Claire Benton, Ross Blythe, Sol Senior Ellie Borgeson Grodmack, Catherine Elizabeth Kane, Robert Callender, L. Carrie Chenery, Sophie Clayton, Kelsey James Collins, Anna Louise Connolly, James Alexander Cuthbertson, Elizabeth Laurie Darwent, Anna Mary Dunn, Peter Finnan, Courtney Fitzpatrick, Lindsay Fraser, Abby Louise Freer, Katerina Anna Gala, Lindsay Galbraith, Pierre Alphonse Gillespie, John Mark Goodson, Abigail Laura Griffin, Katrina Adelaide Hall, Rachel Suzanne Hamilton, Zoe Hayward, Gregor Thomas Hughes, Neve Johnston, Paula Captelli, Jonathan Jeffrey Kildare, John Logan, Hope Alice McFadden, Ian McFadgen, James McGregor, Georgia McHardy, William McLaughlin, Gavin Matheson, Matthew John Milne, Sophie Elizabeth Mitchell, Thomas Forbes Moffat, Murdo Alistair Murchison, Lewis Connor Needle, Alexander Calder Clark Owen, Amanda Bruce Patterson, Nadine Peck, Katie Elizabeth Pepper, Cameron Porter, Rowan McNaughton Quinn, Sophie McLean Reed Kay, Darcy Riley, Hannah Ridgway, Shada Ellen Rimmer, James Rollinson, Lydia Mackenzie Ross, Wayne Rutherford, Faye Lawrence Saunders, Annabelle Scott, Yolanda Gemma Searchy, Millie Shand, Holly Shona Slayford, Arlene Jane Slay, Haley Smith, Kyle Steele, Hilary Catherine Steer, Claire Ashley Sturton, Jessica Samaniak Mota, Abby Taylor, Natasha Thompson, Frederick Charles Neil Waller, Zoe Webster, Kirsty Weir, Elizabeth Olivia Wheat, Megan Young. Bachelor of Laws, Dan Fraser Kennedy, Bachelor of Laws Accelerated, Emma Winifred O'Connell, Bachelor of Laws Accelerated with English Law, Noura Al-Kabase, Julie Amiet, Alina Antonova, Donna Marie Feuerherm, Chief Lung Lung, Jonathan Aldo Lucidelis, Victoria Montine, Abiodun Oyefusi. Honours degrees, Bachelor of Laws, Renad Al-Shahiri, Catherine Wallace Armstrong, Jenna Louise Baxter, Arthur Alexander Stuart Bell, Olivia Brown, Campbell James Burton, Rory Fraser Cameron, Robin Canning, Rayanne Chowdhury, Callum Scott Clark, Angus Fraser Colville, Kenzie Love Dampier, Francesco De Biasi, Cameron Harris Dixon, Ewan Ross Doig, Matthew Duncan Fraser, Victorianne Carol Stephanies Gomez Lawrence, Krista Ann Gray, Ailey Harriet Gunn, Emma Harley, Humna Nur Hussain, Adrian Alexander Hutchison, John James Irvin, Miranda Selena Johnson, Casey Caroline Johnston, Lisa Kaufhold, Rebecca Ann Lay, John Lee, Lois Christie Legg, Gregor Livingston, Charlotte Louise Lockhead, Emily Christine McAvoy, Catherine Louisa McCall, Ennis McCready, Andrew McFarlane, Rory Mark McAnally, Abby Sandra McKenzie, Luciana Maria Ross McLeod, Georgia McNaughton, Jess Morag Manson, Annie Miller, Jacob George David Miller, Matthew Moore, Erin Leslie Morrison, Katie McPherson Morrison, Jamie William Murphy, Lauren Hannah Neely, Eleanor Ann Nixon, Molly Amy Phillips, Lauren Ashley Pirouette, Alex Jane Reid, Ewan Beaton Reid, Lauren May Robertson, Nina Caroline Robertson, Barbara Magdalena Sitko, Ella Morax Stewart, Jagoda Marzana Suchika, Evangelos Theodorou, Chloe Thompson, Archie Alexander Mitchell White, Angus Gerard Wood, Joanna Natalia Roblewska, Melissa Nicole Young. Bachelor of Laws with options in Accountancy, Bria McMaster. Bachelor of Laws with options in Business Management, Jude Al-Hajjaj, Sophia Olivia Mary Baird, George Chloe Wallace. Bachelor of Laws with options in Economics, Andrew Melina Marchu. Bachelor of Laws with English Law, Soha Ahmed, Maria Kelechi Acuna, Farida Begum, Samantha Christie, Mara Cesara Chebaturu, Alana McCall Comerford, Nathan James Corr, Scott Dawson, Jasper Gilmore, Matthew Grant, Kim Haley, Christy Quinn Hannah, Erin Ainsley Husband, Nigel John Isherwood, Reuben Jesse Jarvis, Taranvir Kaur, Katrina Louise Kemp, Erin Margaret Kennedy, Marija Lynn Cleaverova, Hao Luo, Elisa Skye DuPont McCann, Rihanna Margaret McLennan, Ross Douglas Bruce, McNaughton, Marta Elisa Martin Beteta, Janine Massey, Tarkin James Moore, Maria Dobranova Naneva, Rosemary Chidima, Ochukwichu Nuedu, Panashi Nyadundu, Morgan Oates, Daniela Julian Ocampo, Molly Ursula O'Donoghue, Vera Pikov, Emma Reid, Raoul Nikolai Roska, Adam Seth, Ross Henry Simpson, Katrina Helen Smith, Katie Ann Smith, Jared Brian Smokvina, Chloe Sokolingam, Millie Staunton, Nicole Mary Tomlinson, Nika Viditich, Catherine Ann Morrison Walker, Louis Alexander Walker, Andrea Rose Wall, James Westhead, Leona White. Bachelor of Laws with English Law and European Legal Studies, Elizabeth Ann Cheetah, Pamela Ludmilova Dimitrova, Helene Marin Housekeller, Charlotte Josephine MacDonald, David McKeever. Bachelor of Laws and European Legal Studies, Ronya Eva Anita Alhalan, Elias Jonathan Hutanen, Ailey Murray, Esther Oselenin Adu. Bachelor of Laws in French Law, Alana Caitlin Buchan, Katrina Forbes Grant, Naomi Suzanne Henderson. Bachelor of Laws in German Law, Aina Selma Aurora Jutila. Bachelor of Laws in Spanish Law, Andrew James Doby.
Welcome and congratulations to you all on your magnificent achievement in achieving a degree of Bachelors of Laws from the University of Aberdeen. 4 years ago, I was teaching you all contract law, and you may recall that a fundamental principle of contract law is pacta sunt servanda. Promises must be kept. Well, today you have kept a promise to yourself, a promise you made 4 years ago to complete your studies and to graduate with a degree in law. Well done, congratulations to you all. You're entitled to be very proud and happy, and so are your loved ones. And this is an achievement all the more impressive because you've done so despite the force majeure event, as we contract lawyers would say, of COVID and the astonishing disruption this has caused in all of our lives. Had you been able to attend a physical ceremony of graduation at this university, we follow, as you might expect in an ancient university, a very old ceremony, and you would stand before the Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor or Pro-Chancellor in your robes, and the Chancellor would touch your head as a sign of the learning which has been transmitted to you by the university, and you would use these time-honoured words, unchanged in 500 years. in cuius re testamentum caputum tuum hoc pilio orno quod ut felix faustum que, which translates as, and let this cap be an ornament to your head, and a sign of your future happiness and good fortune. Class of 2021, I wish you all the happiness and good fortune. I doff my cap to you. Goodbye.
Hello. If you're graduating today, I'd just like to say congratulations. Well done for getting through what has been a particularly challenging academic year. Wherever this degree takes you, whatever your plans for the future, I hope that you look back fondly on your time at Aberdeen. And I hope that you enjoy this very special day of celebration.
Hello graduating class of 2021, it's Dougie here. Well, that was quite some year. Your graduation might well be virtual, but there's nothing virtual about your degree. It is real. You worked hard in very testing circumstances in order to get your degree. Congratulations on your success. Well done. Now, go and celebrate. Cheers.
Congratulations on your fantastic achievement. We are so proud of you all, and it was a great pleasure for us to be able to support you during your studies and to be a part of your journey. Whatever you do in life, do it passionately, work hard, and believe in yourself. Many congratulations again, and all the best.
Many congratulations. You've shown such hard work and resilience. I hope at least some of the time you've had a wonderful time. Do stay in touch. All the best.